Hey everyone, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to take you along as I set up a new campus diary planner. If you're new here, last year I started using this planner to keep track of things related to my graduate program and related to my job. And this year, I am going to be doing the same. Since I didn't start all the way in January like I did, but I didn't. And the way that these planners are set up, I had a little bit of extra space. So I didn't need to move into the new planner right away. Also, this is a free schedule planner, meaning it is undated and ready for lots of good stuff. It also has 14 months in here that I can use. It is A5, free schedule, and basically just a monthly planner. They call it an appointments schedule planner. So it has the yearly schedule here, and by the time this goes up, it'll probably already be April, but I'm kind of started setting it up March, and then it'll roll into April. So like I said, I'm using this planner for my graduate program and keeping track of my work stuff that I need to see kind of all in one place. I have them both in digital calendars, but I don't have a way to sync them together easily. So, because of permissions and things like that. So, what I like to do is have them all on a paper planner that I can look at and quickly access the dates as needed. I have to do field observation hours for part of my program, and lately I've been struggling to picture our work calendar while I'm setting up days for my observation hours. So I'm really needing to get back into the paper one, and that's kind of where we're going with this. But because this is a free, I have the ability to set it up exactly how I want to. And this go around, I'm going to start it with the last week and a half of March and then go into April and kind of do like a perpetual calendar situation where I'm not going to stop April and then move to May to a new page. We're just going to keep flowing along. As you can see, I have a couple little sticky notes for where the first of each of these months is going to lay, and then I can just fill in from there. I could very easily just handwrite all of the numbers, which I contemplated, but when I was cleaning things and putting supplies away from last year, I came across these that I still have. They are, what was it called? Heidi Swap. I think it was a memory planner thing through American Crafts, I believe. But they are, as you can see, clear stickers with dates on them, and just numbered. I used these in my Get to Work book when I was first trying it out and dating it for my needs. So I grabbed 9 months worth, I think 9 months, which is what I have left, and then we'll figure it out for the rest of the year after that. But I think right now when I sit down and do it, I'm just going to do the first couple of months, and I will fast forward you on that. So like I said, this is just a place for me to place all of those calendars in one place and an easy thing for me to reference as I'm planning more of my field observation hours. I'm also going to use this since I'm going to start in April. Well, I'm starting halfway through March into April. What I'm going to do for this page is I'm going to map out my course schedule on here and just showing where the weeks are because my program is a rolling program. And then I'll loop back around. So these will be January, February, March 2027. Like that. That's how I'll break it up. Because I purposely pushed off ahead so that I can use this going into the first part of 2027. That is insane to think. But my graduate program ends in 2027. Coursework ends in October, and then I have some other things I need to finish up with observing and other stuff. And so I'm using this to carry me all the way through. And that's crazy to think that this will be my last graduate program planner. Oh, look at me getting nostalgic and sentimental. Oh, in my old age. I've been, anyways, so I'm not going to make you have to suffer through watching me place all these. Just really simple. Pick up, put down in the square. So I will come back once this is done and show you how I'm going to set up for the rest of, April into May and how this will be set up. So, the magic of editing. Here we go. Okay, we are back from putting numbers on to at least this page. Now, I know that I said that I was going to be using these clear date stickers, and the universe intervened for a fraction of a second. I was moving things around on my desk and getting ready for April in my Jabun Techo, and I was looking. Well, I had done this the other day. This is the April kit from the Jabun Techo. The April kit from Cocoa Daisy that I use in my Jabun Techo. As I was looking at it, I was like, oh, these colors look a lot like the May kit from last year. And I had pulled out what my leftovers were because that last year I was getting all the kits. I was getting the creative kit, the planner sticker kit, the calendar kit. So I knew I had a bunch of things left. So I had pulled this stuff out to go along with this kit. Now, it's not exactly the same, but the color scheme, the palette is very similar. Anyways, as I was going through what was in here, my favorite little sheet of stickers ever, the circle date stickers, I had some left. They slipped right out and said, please use us. So, this won't always happen. I won't always coordinate my kits there because this usually is going to be just a full on keeping track of my stuff type of thing. But I do, because I am doing it like perpetual, I do need to mark where the new months are coming in. So we'll do that really quick. A P R I L. I'm so. Anyways, we're not. You guys have been here long enough. You know how I feel about some of the kit changes. But I'm still with Cocoa Daisy because overall I love it. I just struggle sometimes because I like consistency, and being able to count on what I want to count on. So anyways, we're going to do that. So when it came out, I first saw this May in a die cut. And so I was like, oh, I'll put that on there. And as I was pulling the die cuts out of the plastic sheeting, this little sheet slid right out. So of course I had already put all of the stickers on, and so I had to move them over, but it's fine because now I have most of May and now June done. I'll probably fill this in and we'll just do those, but I might go back and look, depending on how I'm feeling, if I can find a couple more, because like I said, I only have 9 months worth of these stickers left, and so it might be a little fun for some of the months to throw what I can find. I don't have very many of these circle stickers, but who knows what's in my stash, because I don't use all my product all the time. Anywho, so this is where we are starting. I have my months set up, so the end of March into April and then into May, and I think I'm trying to decide if I want to mark it there. Meh, that's not right now's problem. But what I'm going to do now is I am going to mark my weeks. My courses run kind of funny. They're on a rolling 6 weeks. And let's see, what did I do in this guy? I think I just, yeah. Okay. We'll do something like that. So I have a ton of stuff that I need to add in just because it's Q4 at work, and it is, I'm in the middle of a new course, my course started right here. And so I'm going to be in the middle of a course, and I'm trying to decide. Let's see. Okay, let me just stick with one thing at a time. I'm getting a smidge squirrely right now. The ADD is ADDing. And don't at me, I know that ADD is not the term. I have ADD, but it's now inattentive ADHD, because the hyperactivity is inside of my brain, not expelled out and expressed by hyperactivity outside of my body. So we're gonna skip ahead really quick while I figure some stuff out. We're back. We're doing all of this. I'm glad I went and looked because I did find extra sheets, and that's how squirrely my brain is. Yay for neurodivergence and mental health. I recognized that I wasn't going to be able to move on unless I looked, and I did, and I found a couple in here. So kind of every couple of months we'll add a little bit of joy, and with these circle stickers that I love so much, I kind of put them in every other monthly spread. That way, like I said, it's a little bit of joy here and there. I had to take a break and just go look for that and do that because I wasn't going to be able to move on with it if I didn't go do that. I know my brain, and we're going to focus on this. So here we go. Here's the end of March, all of April, and the beginning of May. I'm going to sit down and map out my next course, and then the course after that, because one great thing about these monthlies is that there's 6 weeks at a time. If I had planned better, because my courses are all 6 weeks, I would have dedicated like a whole 6 weeks to like a whole spread just to each of my courses, but I didn't think about it at the time. So that's where we are. And not every month is 6 weeks, but it just works that way, and it'll be fine. But here we go. I'll use the magic of editing again to get us through. What else do I need? Please ignore the loud children in the background. Week, week 1. Okay. Okay, so all of these dots are assignments for my classes. Isn't it just great? Oh, I know I have one here. And I'll likely have 2 there. Then I need to go through and let's see. Oh my gosh. OMG. Okay. Be able to do this. I have all of my, this is crazy. Oh my god. Okay. A smidge crazy, but it's okay. So, one thing I like about these is that they're buildable and without leaking through. If you hold them too long, they will, but for the most part, if you gently add extra, they're fine. Okay. Y'all, this is crazy. But, so in the past, I've been asked in my Jabun Tacho if my color system means anything. In my Jabun Tacho, it does not. But in my campus, it does. So I use the English Lavender Zig Clean Color Dot for all of my assignments. So, oops. Oh my goodness. Okay. One of the other things I grabbed, I know I had the other campus whiteout, or maybe it was just a Kokuyo whiteout. That has disappeared. Thank you to my children, most likely. They have pretty free access to the crafting supplies, whether they're supposed to or not. But so T3, T4, T5. No, I'm off. My brain, you guys, I don't even know what's going on. I don't even know it. This one, let's see. There we go. Okay. T2, 3, 4, T5, T6. Usually when I start a new class, we have like an intro. I'm entirely online, and they want to support us being involved and getting to know each other. Summary. Anyways, back to welcome to my chaotic life. Back to what I was saying, my color system. So this English lavender is assignments. This is T 1, T 2, T 3, T. Okay. So there is my assignments. Next we have this like pinky, lilac-y pinky color. I don't remember what color it is, and the color is written in Japanese on that one. So have any of you ever noticed that some of your mild liners have the English, the color in English, like this one is a brush tip, and it has the color in English, which is apricot, and like French, I think, on here. And then some are just all in Japanese. And I have a ton in Japanese, which I'm not mad about. I just can't tell you what color they are. So, yeah, I can't help you with that. But it was a lighter set. It came with like a bunch of pastel, like a pastel, I want to say like a pastel yellow, like a soft buttery yellow, and then maybe one of these purples, maybe, I don't know, I'm just guessing at this point. I'm just gonna stop talking because I use that for that. No, I don't like it. What else can I use on this? Maybe I could do the blue. Oh no, I don't like that. I have a green. Maybe we'll just do gray. Okay. This is why I used to just voice over everything, because you're getting the raw thoughts. Okay. My husband's out of town. He works for the Forest Service, which is insane right now. And some stuff came up, so he has to go train and do all of that. ES 8 2. We have a field trip. Oh my gosh, I completely scrolled out and did not finish my thoughts. So this light lilac-y pink color I'm going to be using for my observation hours. I have some already scheduled, so I'm going to use that for that. We have the clean color dot that I use for my assignments. I use this one for the start of my weeks. Sometimes I use it for assignments or other like related things to university. I might actually use that to do something else too. Squirrel again. What else did we do? We used the powder blue for school related events, and the darker blue is for days when I have a different schedule than what I normally have at work. Softball. I think I forgot to put in other softballs. That's okay. So that is the overall thing. 3 we have testing coming up, which also makes things crazy. To story. And then I have bus duty some of these days. Oh, I forgot. Welcome to the crazy way in which my brain works. Was that the right cut? Yeah, it was. It'll be fine. What was this day? Oh, no school. Sweet, no school that day. The 10th is... Oh, I'm going crazy right now. Did I forget to put in all the sports? I did. Okay. What is this week? Oh. Here we go. To nothing. You guys, this is insane. Softball. Oh, I forgot to put egg hunt. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay. Y'all, this is crazy. It feels crazy. Does it look crazy? Because it feels crazy. Let me see. I feel like I need to go back to this time last year and see if it's the same amount of crazy. Kind of, but not as much, maybe? Feels still kind of crazy. Does it look crazy? Does it look the same? What do we think? Give me your votes. Okay. So much of it is exactly the same. Can we please? Okay. Anyways, here we are with this. This is what this is looking for like for April and May. Maybe as we get further in the month, I will come back. If not, because this isn't as fun and I already have it set up. But I can't put in, I mean, I can loosely put in because a lot of the things will be the same. Like I can put in the weeks, but I can't put in any of the assignments until we get further into the class and the next class opens up. I'm trying to think what else I have going on. If I need to put anything on here emergently. I don't think I do. So yeah, that's what this is looking like. Thank you for being here with my chaotic brain. Let's really quick, I'm gonna put in dates. I think I had already said that I'm gonna use this to keep track of when all of my next courses start. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sorry. I logged in to my school portal to see what I need to do next or see what my schedule is. So I picked my course and my course has required classes. There aren't any extra classes that I need to like pick and choose from. It's just what is happening. So let's see. I think this class ends on the 29th. Let me make sure I'm in April. So maybe, no, because it'll be all the same. Then the next one starts here through the 30th through the 10th of June. Wow. Okay. And then the 11th all the way through. Maybe we'll do arrows like because this. I didn't think about how it would run together. Maybe. Okay, hold on. One thing at a time, Ashley. Get your brain together. Through the 22nd. Then the 23rd to September to 14th. Okay. That. Oh, my stomach is getting a little tingly. Okay. And then the 7th through the 3rd. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, okay. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come here and then here and here. Oh, yeah. The 2nd through no the 3rd through, and that's the last one. Okay. Forgot to add. Because they're probably like, Ashley, you forgot. Screaming at me. That's okay. Okay. And then do this one. This is going to be 2027. Maybe I'll do this. Okay. You guys, my stomach is like a flutter with insanity right now. Seeing that this is basically all that's left. I haven't talked about this aspect of my life much outside of saying, hey, I'm in this program and my life is busy. With many people in a public way. So, but I started last year, almost a year. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah. I started last year. I actually applied, kind of hopped up on cold and flu medicine when I sent it in. It was something I had been considering, and my husband and my boss at the time, or all my bosses at the time, and just everyone were super supportive. And it was me that was him and hawing about it. And that cold medicine just pushed me right over the edge, and then I applied. So here we are. It's been a year and 3 months, and I'm almost already done. I mean, it doesn't, like, when I looked at it, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then kind of 6 and 7, but these are something else, not an actual course. Literally only 5 classes left. I kind of want to puke. Do you ever get that feeling where you feel like you kind of want to puke because you're nervous and excited and all of that jazz? No, just me. Okay. Man, you guys are getting the full range of my neurospicy today with this. Like I said, this is why I normally would do a voice over so no one has to hear all of these chaotic ramblings. Need to put something here. I need to put something here. And I'm missing something on one of my calendars. Okay, that's fine. But this is it for right now. That's what we have going on, friends. So, recap. Filled in the next, let's see, we're right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks on the campus. Mapped out this. Oh my goodness. And that's where we are, friends. Thanks for being here. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate. I, for some reason, have been getting sporadic notifications about comments, but I promise you I'm checking. I have a note in my Jabun Tacho to go through and check, so that I'm not leaving anybody hanging for long. You can also connect with me on my social medias, which are usually linked in the description below. But yeah, also I've been sharing some reels there as I set up weeks quickly. I just haven't been able to sit down and like dedicate a whole bunch of time. One exciting thing is that my work schedule is changing at the end of July into August, which I'll put all those dates in here soon. And I'll have Fridays off. So I'm hoping that I can get back into it. And then, starting then, I don't have any coursework all, like, half of October, all of November, and all of December. So that is exciting as well. And yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks for spending your time with me. I'll link as much as I can in the description, and I'll put links to my social media if you want to head over there. I'm a smidge more active like I said, on Instagram right now, especially in stories, just because it's easier, small snippets of life. Outside of planning, I'm not doing a lot of memory keeping at the moment. So I'm sorry. But yes, this is as close to it as I am doing. I did day in the life, or did I do day in the life? No, I'm doing day in the life. I did, what was it for December? I'm confusing December and April right now, you guys. This is where my brain is. I did my like 10 on December 10th. Is that what I did this year? Was it 10? Anyways, where I just documented 10 hours of my day on December 10th, I believe is what I did. Ooh, next year or this year, I need a note. Maybe if I'm doing 12 on 12/12, that would be so fun. 12/12. Okay, you guys, that would be so fun. Maybe that's what, oh my goodness. Well, it'll all just depend on, let's flip. Hey, look it. Here's my April setup. Isn't it cute? But actually, let's go here. When is the 12th? Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we'll see if this works, because normally we have some kind of something. But that is my story for now. We shall see. Okay. That is enough out of me. Here is my perpetual calendar. Oh, a little bit of confetti. Here is the next 6 weeks coming up. Thank you for being here, and I will see you next time.